Podcasting from Woodstock, Georgia, welcome to Soul Solutions, a show where we overcome our fears and our limiting beliefs. I'm your host, author, and certified life coach, Terry Kozlowski. Hello, warriors. Do you want to experience less fear in your daily life? The good news is that since fear is a learned pattern, it can be unlearned. I have a strategy you can use to get rid of your worries and limiting beliefs and live the life you desire. Check out the Blueprint for Overcoming Fear, my free mini ebook. The link is in the show notes. Don't let your ego use your anxieties as an excuse to keep you from living authentically. Now let's begin this week's episode. Episode 170. It's simple to see that outer order in life leads to inner peace. My biggest tip for indulging in self-care, based on my personal experience, is to tidy up your personal space and thinking. This is because organizing even a small area around me instantly makes me feel calm. I sense an increase in energy, creativity, and happiness. According to psychology, once your environment is structured, your thoughts will follow suit. Outer order and inner peace go hand in hand. A messy environment is a major source of distractions, which can make it a contributor to decreased focus, increased anxiety, and decreased productivity. Messiness causes stress. According to the ancient Chinese philosophy of Feng Shui, an important source of your negative feelings and laziness to be stagnant energy or Sai Chi. A congested environment, disorganization, sharp objects, and obstructing constructions energize the Sai Chi. By organizing your area, allowing fresh air into your home, and engaging in a few additional practices, you can transform this negative energy into beneficial Cheng Chi energies, which are positive. Outer order. Having an unorganized space constantly serves as a reminder that there is much work to be done. Your productivity will suffer as a result, which will subtly disrupt your inner peace. Saving time, money, and resources is another benefit of having outer order. You feel more energized in an organized environment, so you're more inclined to choose better habits like exercise and clean eating. Because your thoughts are organized, you are more inclined to communicate and express them, which reduces the likelihood that anxiety accumulates. Most people benefit from organization because it guards against negativity, sadness, and feeling overburdened. Have you heard of the New Caledonian crow? A highly skilled bird that is exceptionally skilled at utilizing tools to catch its prey. The speed at which the bird produces its wonderful tool is astounding. The most amazing aspect is that after utilizing, it stores its tools back inside the tree in a safe, fixed location so it won't get confused when hunting for it again. Isn't that inspiring? There are many methods you can use to keep yourself organized. However, not everyone can use every technique. As a result, you must continue to experiment to determine the ideal strategy for maintaining your outer order. Having a spot set aside for each little thing has worked well for me. Most clutter results from indecisiveness of where to put it. When objects don't have a location to call home, you find them strewn all over the place. Why add more stuff? I recently returned from an 11-day vacation to the Farmington area of New Mexico with my husband. We enjoyed walking the quaint historic districts of Cimarron, Gallup, and Farmington, visited the ancient sites of Mesa Verde, the Aztec and Salmon ruins, as well as explored the incredible majesty of Monument Valley, Bitsai Denizen Wilderness, and Angel Peak Badlands. A sobering thought occurred to me. How often do you spend the hours of your day expending unnecessary energy to accumulate more memories, more moments, and more objects, just to exhaust yourself as you try to hang on to them? Do you need to add one more thing to your already excessive wardrobe? Should you start a new side project or focus more on what you've been tinkering with and putting off for years? Do you need to make new connections or instead make deeper connections with those you currently know? The chase to accumulate more leads to disorder. The chasing of more results in less, lessening one's bodily, mental, emotional, and spiritual wealth. Too much of anything tips the scales in favor of tension, which causes you to lose your balance as you become weighed down by the unnecessary weight you are now carrying. But I've learned in the past few years that slowing down can be both mentally and physically energizing in today's fast-paced society. And in a world that's becoming more complex, nothing is more comforting to the soul than simplifying your little corner of it. The outer quest for more keeps peace away. A multifaceted life is one that is characterized by constant diversion. It becomes apparent when you develop the habit of pursuing more of what you lack rather than completely savoring what you have. Then what happens? You end up spreading yourself too thin by taking on too many inconsistent tasks. Why do this? You drift through life instead of actively rowing your own boat because deep down, you don't truly know what you go through life coasting rather than using the wind to your advantage and keeping up with the pace that others have set for you rather than making your own forward progress. Are you wasting your body's energy on activities that don't feed your soul? Then you waste your emotional energy trying to win over people whose morals aren't even similar to your own. Additionally, you disperse your cerebral resources, making your problems more difficult by giving them too much sophisticated consideration. As a result, you scatter your energy into pointless events rather than concentrating it toward a purposeful, self-directed goal. It makes sense why your 80% of American and British workers report feeling continually pressured and overwhelmed. Shedding leads to inner peace. All great intellectuals and philosophers have long advocated living a simple life, but until now, you still strive for a life of multiplicity. You're seeing more social events, pursuit of more goals, reading more books, and purchase more stuff. More time to offer to others while robbing time from yourself. You are now consuming more than you are called to generate. And that's a big issue because production, not consumption, feeds fulfillment and inner peace. It's time to shed those unnecessary items in your life. Get rid of your unnecessary material possessions and outgrown clothing. Let go of your emotional baggage and generational patterns of behavior that don't serve you. Eliminate the friends that exhaust you. Take off the masks and armors and letting go of the absurd impulse to fill your calendar by doing something all the time. Shedding is more of a rejuvenation process than the process of elimination. It's more of a method of peeling back the layers to reveal your authentic self. You don't remove the things that occupy your attention and cause you to become distracted from your fundamental goal. How else can you reach inner peace? It is a fact that every 2 to 4 weeks, humans completely lose their outer layer of skin. Although the shedding of skin is a natural process, you should always ask yourself, what am I consciously shedding today? How have you made your life simpler? How are you creating conditions for inner peace to grow? Being essential leads to outer order. It's easy to simplify your life. It involves doing less of the things that don't matter to you so that you have more time and energy to do the things that do. And the way to do it is to remember what is important. How do you distinguish between what's essential and what is not? By asking yourself, is this necessary? Ask yourself, is this necessary if you feel tempted to buy something or when you feel compelled to take part in a social activity that you won't enjoy? If you're having trouble coming up with an answer, consider how this fits into your long-term life plan goals. The first question is significant since it forces you to think about your priority list right now. It first demands absolute clarity from you regarding what's important to you, and when a problem arises, it returns control to your hands. It serves as a constant reminder that you have a choice. Only you will value yourself more than anyone else, and only you will place a higher value on your time than everyone else. And for precisely this reason, you must be able to draw boundaries. Saying no to things and people that don't improve your life or serve you is a skill you must develop. But how would you know what to say no to if you don't know what your priorities are, what your values are, what you're striving toward, or where you're going with your life? Outer order to inner peace. It is a rite of passage into a new life to examine your inner self through the process of evaluating how you feel about the possessions you hold, selecting those that have served their purpose, expressing your gratitude, and bidding them farewell. Additionally, evaluating and letting go applies to people, places, memories, and feelings, besides material possessions. The act of simplifying your life is the most beneficial thing you can do for your inner and outer peace. You won't be able to reflect or match your actions with your intentions until you make extra time and space. The antidote to multiplicity is simplicity, because living simply cultivates inner serenity, harmony, and grace. Yes, it's acceptable for me to gather and bring home souvenirs of my travels, but is it essential? Without a doubt, I'll discover a lot more love, purpose, and freedom in the thoughtful things that speak to my soul. Here are 3 methods you can utilize to create an environment for you to thrive in. Number 1, declutter. You'll gain calmness, attention, and motivation by tidying up, which will improve both the present and the future. By purging the past to make place for a better present, decluttering means preserving just what will serve you and represent you in the here and now. You can make greater use of what you already have and acquire less in the future when all that's left are things that are meaningful and useful. You'll have less remorse over the things you've purchased but never used. Additionally, a renewed sense of purpose and opportunity will empower you. Number 2, correct mindset. Adopt the proper attitude to realize what you need, like, and use so that you might be liberated from the rest. Making a sensible decision about what to keep and what to throw away is the first step towards organizing your home. You must be alert, not hurried, and not hungry. You might also ask a friend to assist you in deciding what to let go. You need to regard unfinished projects as clutter. They're annoying in and of themselves since they exude annoyance and guilt, but they also add clutter because you frequently keep them in view as a reminder to finish them. You need to choose whether to finish or simply discard it, clearing your shelves and easing your conscience. Number 3, know your goal. Understand why you want to clean up that area before you begin. With a clear objective, you can make better use of your time and cherish your accomplishments as you go. You should consider whether allowing the clutter to take over your environment is helping you feel better about yourself. Asking the proper questions can inspire you to keep your order and can help you realize what type of order you need to work effectively and completely recharge. By maintaining good everyday habits, you can avoid time-consuming major decluttering, moving forward with outer order and inner peace. Considering everything you have to do each day, is order a problem? Frequently, when the mess begins to take over, you say to yourself, I'm too busy to deal with that now, and choose to ignore the problem. Your peace of mind, however, is being impeded by the stuff and disorder around you. While chaos is likely to make you feel more stressed, order may raise your self-confidence. Outer order leads to inner peace. Therefore, you can take better care of yourself and others when you're at peace. Do you need help to shed those beliefs that no longer serve you? Are you looking for a way to create more inner peace? Do you need someone to help you be accountable during this process? If so, please reach out to me at terrykozlowski.com and we can create a plan for you to learn to create order in your outer world so you can have inner peace.
Thanks for listening to Soul Solutions with Terry Kozlowski. If you'd like the show and want to learn more, check out terrykozlowski.com where you can find the links to everything we talked about in this episode. Please subscribe to the show so you'll never miss an episode as we overcome our fears and our limiting beliefs.